Hello beautiful people, it is Amanda here again from Mystical Dragon, and really pleased to bring you another oracle card flip through. This time we're going to look at Kyle Gray's brand new Angelic Activations oracle deck. We have literally only had it in for about a week now, and I thought it'd be worth us having a closer look at it. It is a 44 card deck. And Kyle seems to be bringing out quite a few, especially connected to the angels at the moment. I wanted to show you also the box. So this is our box, but it is the inside that I think is worth having a look at. How pretty. The inside of his boxes are always really lovely. I love the empowering messages that he often puts inside his boxes, which is beautiful. So let's take a little look at the guidebook that comes with this deck. So, of course, we've got a bit of an introduction there. And he goes into quite a bit of information about how to use the cards and about angels, going into what angels are, guardian angels, other beings in the deck, angelic frequencies, and of course activations, being that it's called Angelic Activations. And I will show you there's a unique aspect to this deck in particular. Also how to just work with cards, so doing things like coming from a place of integrity, how to bond with your deck. He's put a little prayer in there to help you to bond with your deck and a process. So storing your cards. Also, how to conduct oracle readings. So, of course, we can still conduct oracle card readings with this deck, but I would suggest that this deck would also be a good one just to be able to pull one card rather than having to do a whole spread. But you will get my drift more when we actually take a closer look at the cards. So tips like raising your vibration, how to shuffle and clear your deck, what are jumping cards, tips for reading for yourself, reading for somebody else, reversed cards, how often to do readings, right ways to ask questions, and then a couple of spreads. There's a 2-card spread he has in here, a 3-card spread, and then what he calls his Stellar Gateway spread are all in there. And then we dive into all the meanings of the cards. So it is a double page spread, I'm mincing my words today, for each one of the cards. So we do get a little bit about the particular energy that is depicted in the card, and then extra guidance and an activation, which the activation to me is basically like an affirmation, something that is focusing us in connection to that particular energy. Every single one of them is a double page spread, so there's no one that has less or more than that. They're all double page. And it keeps going all the way like that through the whole of the guidebook. So it's quite a nice size little guidebook there with the extra information, of course, that Kyle puts into it. Now, they don't have a fancy edge, and I would say to you, it's just a normal size oracle card. However, they do have a front and a back. So we have a beautiful image on one side, but we also have words on the back rather than a normal, just a pretty backing that they all have the same. So I will do a flip through of both sides so that you can have a look and see both sides of the cards. They are, like, the imagery is just stunning. Really beautiful. I would say, as I have found with all of Kyle Gray's angel decks, I don't necessarily, it's not the way I always, like, I have, being someone that's been connected to angels for so long, for a long time, that's not always the way that I see those particular energies that they have been depicted. But sometimes that's good. Sometimes it just gets us, you know, to think a little bit differently, to look for something a little bit different. But they are all stunning. The imagery is just beautiful. I love all the geometric imagery with them as well. The colors are beautiful. So on this side, there's no words. There's no title or keywords of any sort, just because he's put so many words on the back, I think. Aren't they gorgeous? So then, the back of each card, we've of course got the name of the particular energy, like a key area that they're focused on with this particular deck. Then he's got some information like guidance. So that's why in the guidebook there's extra guidance, because your actual guidance is listed here. And then you've got your activation that is on the card as well, not just in the guidebook. So as you can see, there's a few more energies than just angelic energies, like healing rays, holy amethyst. And there's of course all your classic archangels that are in there. Also some ones that maybe you may or may not know of or have heard of before. I might get to have a connection with now, or strengthen the connection with. So that is the Angelic Activations card deck. As you can see, really stunning deck. And I know there'll be division around those that like having words on their cards and those that don't. But honestly, if you don't want to have the words, of course, when we do a reading, we're going to have the images face up. So that helps. You know, you don't have to be looking at the words at all. But if you do like to have the words, then you'd be able to quickly flip over and even have a quick look, not necessarily have to take in everything that is written there. For those that tend to lean on a guidebook, this might be really valuable in the way that this particular deck works for you. So I would love to hear your thoughts about what you think about this particular deck. I've only done some one-card draws with this because I feel like it would be, being an angelic activation, really potent in like asking which angel should I be working with in this particular situation, and pulling a card and seeing who comes up and what kind of advice that they particularly have, or where they particularly, their energy is particularly honed and focused, so that I can start invoking them and working with them regularly through whatever situation it is that I'm feeling that I need that extra help with. So I have used it that way and found it very good, very connected, you know, some really powerful energies coming through that working perfectly with what the situation is that I've been shuffling for. So on that level, I find them really beautiful. But I'd love to know your thoughts about having the back and the front the way that Kyle has done. I haven't seen him do this style in a deck before, so would love to hear your thoughts there. Or if you have the deck, how you've been finding it for yourself. Have you been finding it really great to read with or not? If you are interested in this deck, Mystical Dragon has our own e-store, which you'll find in the links below this video, on our website at mysticaldragon.com.au, or we also have a physical store in Seaford, Australia, in Victoria, that you can pop in and have a browse, even have a shuffle of the open deck for this one, and look at all of our other wonderful goodies. We've got lots of cards, Oracle and Tarot. We have books, we have crystals, we have lots of witchy things like herbs and cauldrons. We have statues and gift cards. We have lots to have a look at and enjoy. So we'd love to see you in store at some point soon. Having said that, I will leave it there and hope to see you again in a video in the future.